Ledger learning objectives to enable the students to understand the meaning of ledger account, understand the procedure for posting, post the journal entries to the ledger accounts and the balance the ledger accounts. Ledger accounts. Ledger is known as principal book of accounts. It is a book which contains all sets of accounts, namely personal, real, and nominal accounts. Account-wise balance can be determined from the ledger. The ledger accounts are prepared based on journal entries passed. Ledger account is a summary statement of all the transactions relating to a person, asset, liability, expense, or income which has taken place during a given period of time, and it shows their net effect. From the transactions recorded in the journal, the ledger account is prepared. The balances in the ledger accounts show the net effect of transactions during a particular period in various accounts. The personal accounts give the net amount due to the creditors and the net amount due from creditors. Real accounts show the values of assets and the nominal accounts show incomes and expenses. The financial statements can be prepared from the ledger balances. Ledger may be maintained in the business enterprises in the form of a bound register or in the form of loose sheets with spiral binding. Normally, one page or one sheet may be provided for one account. An index is provided in the beginning of the ledger giving details of the accounts contained in it, such as specific code for each account, page number, etc. Where computerized accounting is followed, once the transactions are recorded in the journal, ledger accounts are automatically prepared. Utilities of ledger. Following are the utilities of ledger. First one, quick information about a particular account. Ledger account helps to get all information about a particular account like sales, purchases, machinery, etc. at a glance. For example, where there are several transactions with a debtor, the net amount due from a debtor can be known from the ledger account. Second one, control over business transactions. From the ledger balances extracted, a thorough analysis of account balances can be made, which helps to have control over the business transactions. Next one, trial balance can be prepared. With the balances of ledger accounts, trial balances can be prepared to check the arithmetical accuracy of entries made in the journal and ledger. Finally, helps to prepare financial statements. From the ledger balances extracted, financial statements can be prepared for ascertaining the profit or loss and the financial position. Format of ledger. The ledger account is prepared in T format. It is divided into two parts. Left side is debit side and right side is credit side. Each side contains 4 columns. The name or title of the account is placed at the top middle and the details are entered in the ledger. The format of ledger is given below. Following are the details contained in the various columns in the ledger. First one, date. Date of the transaction is recorded in this column. Particulars. The account debited or credited is recorded in this column. On the debit side, the entries are made starting with TO2, and on the credit side, entries are made starting with BY. Journal folio JF. In this column, the page number of the journal or subsidiary books from which the entry has been posted to the ledger is noted. Amount. The amount of the transaction is recorded in this column. Procedure for posting. The process of transferring the debit and credit items from the journal to the ledger accounts is called posting. The procedure of posting from journal to ledger is as follows. Locate the ledger account that is debited in the journal entry. Open the respective account in the ledger, if already not opened. Write the name of the account in the top middle. If already opened, locate the account from the ledger index. Now entries are to be made on the debit side of the account. Record the date of the transaction in the date column on the debit side of that account. Record the name of the account credited in the journal with the prefix word to in particulars column. Record the amount of the debit in the amount column. Locate the ledger account that is credited in the journal entry. Open the respective account in the ledger, if already not opened. Write the name of the account in the top middle, if already opened. Locate the account from the ledger index. Now entries are to be made on the credit side of the account. Record the date of the transaction in the date column. Record the name of the account debited in the journal entry in the particulars column with the prefix by and write the amount in the amount column. Notes: the name of the account in the top never appears in the particulars column. In the particulars column, the account entered is the other account in the journal entry. Distinction between journal and ledger. On the basis of recording under journal, as and when transactions take place, entries are made in journal. Ledger. In ledger, entries may be posted either on the same day or at the end of a specified period, such as weekly or fortnightly, especially when subsidiary books are maintained. Stage of recording. Recording in the journal is the first stage. Recording in the ledger is the second stage, which is done on the basis of entries made in the journal. Order of recording. Entries are made in the chronological order, that is, date-wise in the order of occurrence in journal. Whether ledger, in ledger, entries are made account-wise. Process. The process of recording in journal is called journalizing. The process of recording in the ledger is called posting. Facilitating preparation of trial balance. Journal. Amount from the journal does not serve as a basis for preparing trial balance. Ledger balances serve as the basis for preparing trial balance. Basis of entries. Entries in the journal are made on the basis of source documents. Posting is done in ledger on the basis of journal entries. Net position. Net position of an account cannot be ascertained from journal. Net position of an account can be ascertained from ledger account.